Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Season 2, Episode 43 of the Make It Rain podcast. The Rain are officially eliminated from the Calder Cup playoffs, and we are here to talk all about it. No hype music today. I don't think it's very appropriate to play our intro music, play the intro highlights. We're just going to go straight into it, talk about the game. Joe will be here very, very soon. He just got done playing a game versus UCSD in which Bakersfield won, I believe, on a walk-off. So I guess there's a silver lining here. I guess for Joe, at least, I'm pretty sure that if you're watching right now, you probably don't care because the Ontario Reign, they have been bounced in 5 games by their rival 79 miles east on the 10 freeway, Coachella Valley Firebirds. Before we get started, I'd like to give a huge thanks, as I just literally took it off my screen. Huge thanks to Gowdy Law. We all know having a game plan is key, but when it comes to your family's future, are you ready? Gowdy Law is here to help. Specializing in estate planning, Gowdy Law ensures your loved ones are protected from losing a ton of money and time to probate when you pass away. Just like on the ice, preparation matters. Don't wait until the last minute to make the right play. Visit GowdyLaw.com today to start planning for the future. Get estate planning, pricing, and a free consultation right on their website. It's that simple. The price is right on their website. Gowdy Law, making estate planning easy, understandable, and affordable. And as always, the link is in the description. Or you can visit their offices in downtown Upland. Ontario Reign, D1 Glazer says, I hate the Coachella Valley Firebirds. Hey, they played a great series. I didn't hear about any fiascos going on in the parking lot or anything, so it sounds like everything stayed classy, everything was under control, and hey, can't take anything away from that team. They're a great team, passionate fan base. They make this rivalry all the much better, right? You gotta give credit to them. They played a hell of a series, and we're here to talk about the final game, right? If you wanna go back and look at previous games, we have the postgame shows all over the YouTube channel. Today, we are going to be talking about Game 5. We might recap the series a little bit, especially when Joe gets here. And I had not talked to Joe since the Reign got bounced. So when I talk to him for the first time, it's going to be when you guys see, or you guys are going to be here for it. And I'm sure he doesn't have great things to say. Joe's a very passionate guy. Irish, so I'm sure he doesn't have great things to say. Very close game. Rest in peace, Reign. There's always next season. Yeah, it's so fresh that saying it's there's next season. It's kind of a little bit of it's kind of a bummer, man. Especially, I mean, it hurts even more when you consider the fact that, I mean, it was a historic season, man. I mean, if there was any year where the Reign would win the Calder Cup, it was supposed to be this year. 99 points, 47 wins, both franchise records. They were doing things that they haven't done since they won the Calder Cup with the Manchester Monarchs, right? Before they were even the Ontario Reign. So it stings, man. It stings for sure. Also, where were you? I was section 120. I was in the press box. It's above 214, I believe. That's where I sit for most games. All right. Let's recap this game. It was a crazy one, man. It was a crazy one. So let's recap it. And then we can talk about it in the chat, you guys. It's a winner-take-all game in Ontario as both teams will be playing for their lives. In the first, Yanni, no, man. He puts the Firebirds up 1-0. But in the middle frame, you know who it is. American hero, Jack Hughes, puts the Reign train on its back and ties things up at 1. Oh, brother, it's this guy again. Yes, Oscar fists his Mogard to give Coachella Valley the lead in the second. But in the third, time winding down, tick-tock, tick-tock, tick-tock. The Reign keep coming and coming and coming and coming and coming and coming. And finally, guess who's back? Doot, 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 doot. It's D.R.E. Andre Lee, because who else would it be? Flair for the dramatic. He ties the game late. We go to overtime. It's as suspenseful as it gets. One overtime is not enough to determine a winner. We go to double OT. Oh no, J.R. Avon takes off on a breakaway. He gets Portillo, and he scores. Firebirds win the series 3-2 as they win Game 5, 3-2. Oh, we got a lot of chats here, man. Hold on, let me catch up. Is it weird to start thinking Lee might not be a big game player? Hey, man, he scored the game tying goal, man. I mean, all year long he had the clutches of clutch goals. I mean, he had a flair. He was one of the guys. Like, he just had such a flair for the dramatic all year long. There was no surprise when it was him, dude. There was no surprise. Toronto was packed tonight. Someone told me it was supposed to be like 5,000 people, and that just was not true, man. I mean, there was a lot of people there tonight. Only positive thoughts. I did what I could in the crowd. Hey, Cross, you did amazing all year long, man. You have nothing to be ashamed of, man. You're the ultimate Reigns super fan, man. You really are. When you saw the all-in member of the game, John, I was next to Mikey. Oh, were you really? That's really cool. I mean, I told you guys in the post-game in Game 4 on Thursday. I told you guys in the pregame show. I just had that feeling that this game was going to go to overtime. Yeah, I mean, that's the only way this series was going to end. And sure enough, it went to overtime, and not just one overtime, it went to 2 overtimes. And it was a great game. I told Mikey, but before the game, I was predicting a 3-2 overtime win for the Reign. So when it was 2-2, it was going to overtime. I had a feeling, man, maybe I was a prophet or something, and man, it was a hell of a game. Firebird fan coming in peace. Great series from both teams. Who's unreal. Reign are a powerhouse, and this was such a fun series to watch. Mad props to Portillo during this game. He kept this game so intense. I mean, I guess I'll just go off chat right now. I mean, I have a whole thing of notes in order, but I'll bounce around. Hopefully Joe can get here soon. The monkey's name is Smudge, my girlfriend said. We named it something else. I forgot what we named it, and now it's Smudge. She changed the name. Anyway. Yeah, I mean, speaking of Portillo, I mean, he kept... I mean, that save in the first overtime, when I saw that puck sitting in front of the net and Portillo was nowhere to be found, my heart sunk to my toes, bro. I was like, that's the game. And he stretched his left pad out, and he got a piece of that puck, man. And Portillo, man, what a game he had today. I mean, this loss is not on him. He played exceptionally well all 3 games. Mad props. You guys already get the music events could have gave us this game. You guys already get the music events could have. Oh, like Acrisure Arena. I know they get all the cool concerts. I had the red hat with the all-in member jersey. That's sick, dude. It's always cool to be on the Jumbotron and be with Mikey. Mikey's a cool dude. May they nick the living daylights out of Collazo. I don't know what that means, Joe. I don't know what that means. Joe will be here soon, guys. We will get his live reaction to the game when he gets in here. Again, I have not talked to him since they lost. So I'm excited to see what he has to say. Yeah, Porch was exceptional. Let's go back to the beginning, shall we? I mean, first of all, what a game, obviously. But the Reign came out. They came out flat again. I don't think the Reign put together a full 60 minutes in the entire series. They just didn't, right? They came out in the first. They weren't very good again. They were lucky to get out of the first period, 1-0. The second period was a bit better, but it still wasn't good enough. And that was kind of the theme of this entire series, that the Reign, what they did, it just wasn't good enough. And you have to give credit to the Firebirds, man. I mean, they played the Reign so well. They played them so well. It's not easy to beat this team. And man, dude, I mean, it sucks. And we're gonna get into the chances the Reign had in a few seconds. Oh, Porch gets PT with the Kings next year. He definitely should. I think it makes things a little bit complicated that Forsberg started in the playoffs and Kemper kind of lost his job toward the end of the season. We'll see what happens with that whole bit. I think one of them gets traded. And I think Portillo will get his shot. He definitely deserves it. He had a hell of a year with the Reign this year. Hell of a year. Thank you for saying that, praising Portillo's game. So many fans blame Portillo and say he sucks. If you're a fan blaming Portillo, I'm sorry, you're not watching the game. You're just not. Portillo, I mean, all 3 games he started in his playoffs, he was excellent. Excellent. Couldn't have played better. During the warm-ups, I went on the Jumbotron like 3 times. That's sick, dude. Happy for you, bro. It sounds like you had a good time at the game today. Yeah, second period just wasn't good enough, but the third period, man, that they came out and it was excellent, man. I mean, I'll be completely honest. And again, all the credit to the Firebirds. They played an amazing series. The Firebirds got away with not losing in regulation. I mean, the Reign for 6 minutes, I would say. They were coming and coming and coming and coming and coming. Pause. They were coming and coming and coming and coming and coming. And finally, dude, Andre Lee broke through. And let me tell you, I know you fans went crazy in the arena. In the press box, rule number 1 is to not show that much emotion. You need to be professional. You need to do your job. We're all working up there in some sort of way. Media, marketing, social media, whatever it is. Dude, every single one of us in that press box went absolutely berserk. There is not a word that I can give you guys to tell you how everybody up there went nuts, screaming. And quite honestly, dude, it was probably one of that Andre Lee goal is probably my favorite moment in my 3 years of covering this team. I would put that above Akil Thomas's spinorama. I would put that above any moment of the 2024 postseason. It was unbelievable what that goal did to me and everybody else in that arena. It was like a shockwave. It was unbelievable, man. You called OT though. I just know. I just knew it, dude. Like it's just this series was such a good series that it was going to end in overtime. It just had to. My blood pressure was going through the sky. Hey, let me tell you, dude. My blood pressure didn't like a lot of things today. Not to be disgusting, but I think there was a time where I tasted dope in my own mouth. I got nauseous for a time being. I mean, it was crazy, man. Not gonna lie, really thought the Reign were gonna take it in the first OT. That onslaught in the last 3 minutes had my butt clenched, dude. That's what I'm saying. Well, first of all, before we get to that, Cole Gutman rung the crossbar with 20 seconds left, dude. How many times did the Reign hit the freaking iron? How many times this series did the Reign ring the iron? And they did it in the most crucial spot. Could you imagine that Toyota Arena, that roof would have been blown off if Gutman went bar down with 20 seconds left in that game. And they were that close. We are sitting here today. It's kind of a somber stream talking about how we're not going to see the Reign until October. And they were that close to winning the whole thing. 10 minutes because I'm on the move. Okay, sounds good. I called a Godwin Gutman goal and they were so close, dude. They were so close so many times, bro. The Reign, that onslaught that the Reign put on the Firebirds in the last 13 minutes of that third period, and the onslaught that they put on in overtime. Most games, the Reign win that game more times than not, dude. And I know you guys don't want to hear that because they just got bounced. But with the way they were playing in the third period and in that first overtime, the Reign win that game, I would say 8 times out of 10. And Gutman rung the crossbar. They somehow didn't jam that puck in when Coco was brought on the floor and everybody was just trying to play pinball with the puck. It's tragic, man. I would have thrown my cowbell. That would have been one of the greatest moments, maybe of my life. It would have been incredible. During the overtime, I had to sit down because of my blood pressure, dude. Bro, yeah, dude. I mean, I don't doubt it one bit, dude. I don't doubt it one bit. Honestly, Andrew Lord needs to get bounced. He doesn't know Cho. That's not true, dude. I think you're a new chatter, so welcome to the chat. But if you look down the lineup, up and down the lineup, everyone on the Reign had career years outside of maybe Godwin and Gutman. Atu Yamson, career year. Frankie Pinelli, career year. Kenny Connors comes in as a rookie, has no issues. Jerry Wright comes in as a rookie, has no issues. Angus Booth, career year. Kirsanov, great year. I think it was his rookie year, great year. That's because of Lord's system. I mean, it is. Not that many people don't have career years if it's not for the coach. I mean, it's as simple as that. For the longest time, Lord had this team now losing 3 in a row. For the longest time. I think it took up until like March. It was the breakaway 1-on-1 or 1-on-2. 2-on-1 are hard for Ports. It is, dude. And I don't. He's younger than me. So I don't want to harp on him too much. But Henry, this is what kills. And I know Lordo was killing himself. Not that. He was kicking himself in the butt after the game because he was asked if he was injured. Henry Brustevich didn't play a single second in that first overtime. Not a single second. And let me show you guys the game-winning goal. Let me show you guys the game-winning goal and who was on the ice. Up there, the guy in black on top, guess who that is? It's Henry Brustevich. That was he just got on the ice. It was his first shift. And he's young, and I don't want to harp on the kid because Brustevich is going to be a great King one day. He's the number 1 prospect in the org. Him and Boother are going to be with the Kings for a long time. They're going to be King staples, I promise you guys. And I can't imagine what's going through his head right now. I mean, I don't want to say he cost his team the game, but that was his first shift in over. Lord did not trust him to put him in that first overtime. He didn't play a single second. He was the only guy not on the ice. And he hops on for his first shift. And he blows it. He blows it. Look at that stretch pass from Jagger Furcus. And Brustevich just can't let that happen. Can't let it happen. Just brutal. This last one's on coaching today. I disagree. I disagree. I think game 4 was on coaching. I thought Lord had his team playing way too passive in game 4. He made the necessary adjustment going to period 3. I mean, they look like a whole different team. So whatever he told them in that locker room worked. Whatever he showed them, whether it was some video or he didn't make any line changes. So whatever he did, it worked in that third period. And again, the Firebirds are just such a good team, man. I mean, they play so fast and they don't have a structure. That's the weird thing about the Firebirds. The Firebirds are a team who they play without structure. And the reason why that can be so hard for some teams is that you just never know what they're going to do next. You just never know. You never know. They didn't set up in like a 2-2-1 all game, not a 1-2-2, not a 1-3-1. They were just flying. They were just flying. And they were forechecking, and they were fast, and they were physical. And Joe and I said all year, if you're one of those fans, and God bless your guys' heart. I mean, first of all, thank you guys for an amazing season of Make It Rain. It was unbelievable. I'm so incredibly blessed. Me and Joe are so incredibly blessed. We could not love you guys enough. Truly. We said all year long, and if you know this, and you can back us up if you watched every episode, the fast teams who play super physical, they give the Rain problems. Because the Rain, they play structure, they get the puck, they think about what they're trying to do. The Rain don't really play on instinct too much. They play on strategy. And you saw it in the series. Lord doesn't know how to win close games. I mean, it's year 1 in the AHL. And Lord has a history of winning. I mean, he won Coach of the Year with Greenville. I'm going to show you guys something. Let me read the chat, and I'm going to show you guys something. But it's not a bad point. I'll give Bruiser his first year stumbles. They all have him next season. We'll see. Yeah, I mean, you got to give him time. He's 19. He's younger than me. I mean, for goodness sake. And I'm a kid. It just sucks that his first shift in any overtime, and Avon got behind him. It's tragic. Coachella Valley plays street hockey. I couldn't have said better myself. That is the perfect terminology for it. Perfect. I do think the Firebirds no system will cost them either versus the Eagles or the Griffins. 110%. That's why they can't win. Okay. Be careful when you say this, Anthony, because the Reign haven't done anything either, and they lost to the Firebirds twice in 3 seasons now. That's why they can't get past Hershey and those Calder Cups. They are not going to win a Calder Cup ever with the way they play. They just can't. It's unheard of. It's like what Kiana said. They play straight hockey. And quite honestly, again, this game, the Reign win 8 out of 10 times. This game.
Can you hear me?
Whoa. Is that Joe?
It might be.
Okay, hold on a second. Get your camera on. Joe, your camera is the wrong way. It's like vertical. Make sure it's sideways. And then, and then I'll get you on. It also sounds like you're not on your road. Perfect. All right, let's get Joe in here.
Any better?
Much better.
Okay, that's good. Can you hear my mic?
Hey, Joe, move your camera up a little bit. Sorry. It's like...
This?
Yeah, up, and then move it this way a little bit.
That way?
Yeah. And then I would back your camera up just a little bit.
Okay. Good?
Yes, it also sounds like you're not on your road. It sounds like you're on like a different audio. Make sure, check your audio real quick. See if everything's like connected and whatnot.
Test. Hello?
Perfect.
All
right, Joe Regan, let me get through these chats real quick, and then obviously you didn't watch the game, but I want to get your opinion on some things. They have to rebuild for next year. It's going to be a different team next year.
I'm hoping that none of my teammates are in the chat because I was watching that game during ours.
Okay, so you should not have said that. Anyway, they have to rebuild next year. It's going to be a different team next year. Don't worry.
Yeah. In terms of next season, I love how I'm hopping in and just getting involved instantly. Port's gone, Wright gone, Booth gone,
Kirsanov probably gone.
On the fence, probably a Taylor Ward situation. Godin, don't think he re-signs.
Connors might be gone.
Connor's gone.
Lee's gone. It's gonna be a different team.
We know Jacob Doty might be gone too. We don't know that.
Oh man, I forgot about Doty. Okay, I gotta tell you about Doty in a little bit. Let me get through.
He was pacing up and down the concourse, I heard.
It was nuts. No need for a rebuild. It's gonna be a different team anyway. East Coast teams play street hockey, but with structure. That's an interesting take.
That is an interesting take, and to be quite blatant, I think that's probably what got the Providence Bruins bounced.
There you go. They're like the Eagles. They feed off their home arena 100%. Joe, there he is, disappointing.
Exactly.
All right, Joe.
What's up, Ross?
I will give you full range right now. Obviously, you just said you. Anyway.
Please ask me.
Anthony, fix your mic.
Do you see who that text is from?
Yeah, I'm not listening to this guy.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe he's too loud.
Admin, can we mute him?
Maybe he's too loud. Let me turn down the DB real quick. Let me turn it up to
Lord needs to do something other than coaching. Okay, well, I can go ahead and not listen to you either.
Too loud. I'll back it up.
Doty re-signed. Yeah, I hope so. Jacob Doty should not. That's your honorary captain. Quote unquote, like that's your Vincent Laverde. Like he might not be Toby Keith lyrics. He might not be as good as he once was, but that man just cannot leave the Ontario Reign unless he goes into like a coaching role, like how Nate Thompson did after he retired.
So, what do you think about the game, Joe? What do you think about the season? I'll give you full range. Just kind of give your State of the Union, if you will.
State of the Union is one way to put it. The Reign once again fell behind early. It's the 4th time in the series. It's honestly, it's a load of BS. Like you're giving me full range. Sorry, but this is what's gonna be. They fall behind again, courtesy of was it Yanni Newman?
Yanni Newman.
Yeah. Shocker. Newman, and can I guess who the assists were probably from?
Go ahead.
I'm going to guess Fisker Molgard was one of them.
No.
Actually, it wasn't. J.R. Avon, then.
No.
Who were they from?
Avon was actually a non-factor in this game until last
overtime.
Goal. Yeah, it was crazy. It was Logan Morrison and Ty Nelson.
Ty Nelson. Okay. The Ontario Reign lost this series. This is going to be the one thing I'm going to say that needs to be heard. The Ontario Reign lost this series because they could not get the right players hot. It should not take Andre Lee 14 periods to score a goal. It should not take 14 periods or 4 games. I'll be nice here. It should not take 4 games for head coach Andrew Lord to throw a Lee Connors right line together. It should not take 4 games and Jack Hughes is the points leader for the Ontario Reign. The Ontario Reign's big players did not show up. The end. Thank you for listening. And if you think I'm gonna be nice and somber about this, no, I'm not going to be, because the Ontario Reign, one, had no business taking this to 5 games. They should have shut it down in 4, but they weren't ready on game 1. In game 4, they packed it in the second period pretty much. And then they tried to outdo their mistakes. And then today, you get to the final few minutes of the third period where Cole Gutman hits the flipping crossbar with, 18, 17 seconds left?
Yeah. Yep.
I mean, dude, are you kidding me? The Reign beat Nike Coco 5 times tonight. 3 of the times they could not beat the crossbar or the post. And unfortunately, that has been a common theme this series. Post, crossbar, like game 2, when the Reign put up 5 goals, they opened that game with a post from Kenta Iso guy and a post from Jared Wright before they scored. Thanks, Logan Brown. But like that, Nike Coco being spread eagle in the crease with 2 minutes left in overtime, that Buck's pinballing around. I was expecting some Adam Henrique level stuff to happen when the Devils eliminated the Rangers in 2012. I was expecting something to happen like Alexandrov was in the back of the pile for him to collect some loose change and top cheese it and send Toyota Arena into a frenzy. Man, that just did not happen. Collazo said multiple times, the Ontario Reign should have won this series should have won this game 8 out of 10 times. I'm going to actually say you're wrong. 98 out of 100 times they should have won this game.
Yeah, it's a tragic ending, and again, part of the reason why it's so tragic, like, they had so many opportunities. Like, in that first overtime, there wasn't too many opportunities for the Firebirds where I kind of saw the chance, and I was like, oh, that's, I mean, there were some shots where my blood pressure, like, struck up a little bit, but overall, man, I mean, I thought the game was over when, it's like you talked about, when they were fighting for the puck in front.
They hemmed him in their own end in the final 5 minutes of overtime. Did the Reign give up a shot on goal? They might have given up one.
The Reign played it to their structure in overtime, but they played it flawlessly.
The Reign played about as good of hockey as you could without scoring.
Couldn't have said it better, dude. Like, I couldn't have said it better.
They legitimately could not have played better hockey. Let me see here. Do y'all think the bike actually hurt the Reign? God, dude. We didn't think it would hurt the Reign, but hell, it did. It did. Especially the Firebirds with their returning players got hot. They went in screeching hot against the Reign. They took game 1. Kind of a wake-up call. The Reign take games 2 and 3, so be it. And then game 4, they play like they were playing with their backs against the wall. And man, the Firebirds, once again, like how this franchise has been, until Max McCormick, John Hayden, and Logan Morrison are no longer on this team, and Gustav Olsson, the Firebirds will continue to play this way, whether you like it or not.
Yeah, and that's another thing about the Firebirds too. I mean, it's not making excuses for the rain or anything. This is just the truth of it. They have so many guys who were on those Calder Cup teams. Along with, dude, the Kraken recently has been producing just prospect after prospect, right? I mean, Jagger Furcus made that stretch pass to Avon right here. You're watching it right now. That's a great pass, dude.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's a sick pass.
You have to give credit where credit is due. The Seattle Kraken do kind of have their stuff figured out. Like, they were really well with Ty Cartier, who's on the Rangers now, right?
Yeah.
They did really well with Ty Cartier. They made him a very good enforcer. They did really good on, I'm trying to think of some other names here. You gotta help me out. Well, they did pretty good on Shane Wright 2 years ago. They did pretty good with some of their backup goaltending. They did really good with Joey Decord. Like, I could sit here and start naming Firebirds players that have panned out really well, and it would be a bottomless list. And this franchise has existed for 5 seasons.
Yeah. No, for sure.
Like, if you were to sit here and stack up the Reign and the Firebirds in the past 4 seasons, the Firebirds have a way better all-time team.
Yeah,
and probably. Unfortunately, is this because the Kings don't know how to develop until this year? Because I'm gonna piggyback off of what you were saying probably 15 minutes ago. A lot of people that the Ontario Reign have are going to develop into some sort of formidable talent / trade piece. I'm gonna pull up the Ontario Reign roster right now. Give me 2 seconds. All right. Skaters, forwards, Martin Chromiak. That man is going to be in the NHL in the next 2 seasons. Cohen Zemer may get traded, but has very good bottom 6 potential. Grant Sukinski, I have no idea. Kenny Connors is going to be on the Kings next season, barring a massive injury or something. Glenn Gaudin, well, can't really say much there, but he's been an unreal leader for the Reign this year. He's been the quiet leader. Andre Lee, he's going to be in the league next year. I don't need to state Jacob Doty. Kenta Isogai has made major steps. This man was in the ECHL to start the season, and now he's over here showing up for the Reign when it matters most. Jack Hughes. Man, I didn't expect Jack Hughes to be this good either. But now Jack Hughes is probably going to be a top 6 player for the Reign next season. God, I hate the fact I'm just saying next season over and over again. This season's over. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey. Go ahead.
Is Jimmy Lombardi going to be on the Reign next year, or is he not of age yet?
I'm not sure, because I'll be honest, I'm not too keen.
February 6th, 2007. He'll be back with Flint Firebirds next season.
Well, there's that new role coming in next year.
They'll use it on Hampton Slukinski, if anything. Oh, wait, no. I lied. Never mind.
Maybe Brustevich?
Nope. You didn't hear that. That's someone they should use it on. That's someone that I would love to see him use it on. Nikita Alexandrov pretty much took the Akil Thomas role. Francesco Pinelli, I've been wearing his jersey all series. He had himself a career year. Now he's probably going to become a sort of useful trade piece that the Kings can use. Like, the kid is 23 years old. Let's see what happens. He just turned 23 too. He could be bottom 6 potential on some teams. Jan Yannick, I have no clue about. Jared Wright's going to be on the Kings next year. Again, barring something crazy happening. We get Cole Gutman next year. Lovely. Atu Yamson, he's going to end up with the Kings within the next 2 years. I'll put my word on that one. And Logan Brown was a first-round draft pick who had a failed career, got hurt, comes back to the Reign, takes him a little bit of extra time to get stuff together, and then into the playoffs, this guy shows up. That's the forward core. Defensively, Kyle Burrows isn't going very far. Odo Celine, kind of got to wait and see. Tim Rigo is going to be with the Reign next year. Kirill Kirsanov, going to be with the Kings. I mean, that's the 50-50 shot we were talking about. If Angus Booth is not with the Kings, he is on a different NHL franchise. There's no way. Joe Higgins, your captain. I hope he gets re-signed, and I'm pretty sure he's still under contract. Jack Millar, he needs one more season, but he's a very good defensive defenseman that could definitely crack a roster. I'm not giving up on Jacob Dvorak yet. He's got to improve his lateral skating ability. Henry Brusevich is 19 years old and the number one prospect for the Los Angeles Kings right now. That man's going to be a cornerstone of the franchise sooner rather than later. And then, well, Nikita Novikov. So do what you will with that information. Eric Portillo is going to be the backup goalie for the LA Kings. Heck, he might be even the starting goalie for the LA Kings, depending on what they do at Kemper and Forsberg. Felix Copley, thank you for your service. I mean, that miracle. No disrespect to Cops. Absolutely love him, but he's going to go be a mentor for a quote-unquote bottom-of-the-barrel team next season, probably. He's going to be the backup goalie somewhere. He's going to be in the NHL again. There's no way he's not. And then it's Hampton Slukinski and Carter George, two of the best goaltending prospects that are going to fight over the pipes next season.
Yeah, man.
Oh, also, one more thing. Ain't there a head coach opening?
Yeah, we actually have someone in the chat who said that this series loss was on Lord, and I was like, no. I just don't.
You
think
are
so.
Incorrect.
I just don't. Think so.
I don't hate you. No disrespect. You're incorrect. The end. Thank you for listening.
Yeah, he brought.
I'll make this argument right now. I think the Kings would be stupid to not hire Andrew Lord as the at least associate coach.
Listen, they're not going to. I think they want a name. But I feel like you have to. I don't know, man. I mean, you just saw Marco Sturm go to a Boston Bruins team that was projected to be their worst team in franchise history, projected to be. And he goes there and he brings them into the playoffs, right?
Somehow.
And I would say Lord is a better coach than Sturm. Lord, this
guy knows how to win.
Okay, I actually forgot to bring this up. I was going to bring this up. You can go ahead and keep talking. I'm going to... Where's this hockey DB page? Okay, it's right here. All right. Let me show you guys. Let me show you something. Is it not going to, give me, its full stats? Oh, it's not. I got to, stretch it out a little bit. Okay, hopefully this works. Let's see. Highlights. Okay. It looks very raggedy, but we're going to make it work. All right. This is...
I don't have my other monitor, so you're going to have to tell me what's going on here.
No, you got it. So this is Andrew Lord's coaching career, right?
Oh, okay.
Go down the line and just read these records. Now, at the bottom is the Ontario Reign, 47-20, right? So let's go down to up. Halifax Mooseheads in the queue, right? That was his only bad year ever as a coach. 19-35.
And they proceeded to then defeat the 1 seed in the playoffs.
Exactly. It doesn't make sense. And then he defeats... I think it was the biggest upset in Now League's history. Now League has been around forever. You go up 44-23 with the Swamp Rabbits, wins Coach of the Year. 40-23 the year before that, Coach of the Year finalist. 33-29 the year before that, and the year before that he's 38-19. Then in EIHL, 43-11, 33-15. This guy wins, bro. This guy wins. He has a history of winning. Now the only thing that you can really knock him on, probably, he's not winning the playoffs, which is, concerning maybe a little bit, but.
I mean, we could sit here and say concerning and all, but he has a track record of winning.
He only had a track record of winning. Only. Even in his worst year, he did something that no one else did.
There's one season in there where he did not have a winning record, and then they proceed to bounce the number 1 seed in the queue. That does not happen by accident. Andrew Lord did about all he could coaching wise outside of game 4. I'm going to just catch you right there. Outside of game 4, Andrew Lord, that is clinically perfectly done coaching. Unfortunately, the Reign end up on the wrong side of the stick. Something that has just been unbelievably familiar with this team all season. The games they lose, usually they don't deserve to lose. Like I'm going to be blatantly honest with you. If the team stunk, I would be the first to tell you. The Reign did not deserve to lose tonight's game. Am I coping? Maybe. Another thing that needs to be said is this game went to double overtime. Unfortunately, guys, somebody's got to lose.
Yeah.
Someone unfortunately had to lose tonight.
Doc Emmerich.
Does a team like the Oilers and Condors give Lord an interview for their head coach? Chris Knobloch's not leaving, and I don't think Colin Schock's leaving either. So that's all you really need to know about that. Lord just gets good players and doesn't do anything with that. You're so wrong. You're just wrong.
That's just not
true. Dude, they're players with potential. I'll say that. Do they have good potential? The good majority of them do. But did we expect Martin Chromiak to put up 56 points this year? Did we expect Francesco Pinelli to set career highs? Did we expect Atu Yamson, of all people, to start putting up points at the end of the year?
Under Marco Sturm, really every rookie outside of like Brian Clark who came in to the AHL struggled in their first season, right? You had Frankie Pinelli who was honestly like just being blunt, really bad his first year. Atu Yamson wasn't very good last year in his rookie season. Martin Chromiak didn't amount to not much. Lord comes in, and I said it earlier in the podcast, you had like 10 players who had career years. Chromiak is now looking like he's going to get a job in the NHL somewhere, maybe, right? Andre Lee, career year. Andre Lee wasn't the kind of player last year. He wasn't. He turned it around completely this year. Then you got Yamson, career high in points and goals. Frankie Pinelli, career year. Kenny Connors, if you go back to episode 2 of this season when we're previewing everything, for the Reign to win the Pacific Division and make it this far, a lot of things had to go right, and literally everything went right up until Cole Gutman hitting the crossbar with 18 seconds. Everything went right for the Reign. Kenny Connors was everything that you could dream of. Not even imagine, dream of. It's like, okay, what is the ideal season for Kenny Connors? This would blow you out of the water. Jared Wright, blow you out of the water. Like, it's guys who came in their rookie year and everybody on this team exceeded expectations. And that's because of Andrew Lord. That's not a coincidence that so many people exceeded expectations.
Yep. The lack of face-off wins and puck and coming off the board battles without the puck played us. Yeah.
How did I not
have got to control the dot. You gotta love it when Joey Jones is in the chat.
Dude, it was bad, dude.
The only Reign fan that's taller than me, by the way. No, actually, in all seriousness, though, if you can't control the puck off the draw, you're not going to win games. We're seeing it with the Ducks against Vegas right now. We just saw it with the Reign and the Firebirds. The Reign need to get better people in the face-off dot.
110%.
Whether you like it or not, the face-off is literally to decide who gets possession. We talk about home ice advantage. That's possession, pretty much.
Number one prospect, letting guys buy him all year when it mattered. Future trade piece for sure. No, but you gotta be chilling, bro. No way. You gotta be chilling.
I'm not even watching it anymore. Not even looking at it anymore. I can sit here and roll my eyes all I want. I'm not reading anymore.
Listen, now, it wasn't great because I don't know if you heard this, Joe. He didn't get a single second in the first overtime.
No, he didn't. And then that was his first shift in double overtime is him coming off the bench, and there goes J.R. Avon right behind him. And it sucks the fact that he was one of the people on the ice when it happened.
Andre Lee broke his stick over the freaking goal.
Good.
You can't see it in the highlight, but when that goal is in, he skates by the goal and he baseball bats it against the post, and he breaks it in half. Like
Avon, Shopskin, makeup, and goals. Third goal of the series. Game over.
Oh my gosh, bro! How did they not score with the? Oh my gosh!
It's gonna haunt us the more you think about it. Like, we need to move on from this. Like,
he's not getting traded, bro. He's the Kings' number one prospect, and he's good. He's 19, bro. He's 19. He's younger than both of us. He'll learn, dude. He's mobile. He's got a good stick. He's got good stick placement. Everything defensively is fine with Brustevich. He just doesn't make a good first pass. That's part of the reason why he wasn't on the ice. He has an awful first pass right now. I think there's wheels turning in his head when he has.
I was gonna say, I'm like, he's playing head games with himself. If that's the case,
That was really one of his only defensive mishaps that I remember even seeing since he's been here. And it sucks it happened at that time. It sucks.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to haunt him. He's not going to sleep tonight. And I feel bad for the kid.
We can sit here. Yeah, we can sit here all we want and say big time players make big time plays, and he didn't make a big time play, so he's not a big time player.
He's 19.
Collazo, you could say till you're blue in the face, and it's not going to change this guy's mind, but we're going to sit here and state it and back this guy up. Henry Brustevich is still a top defenseman, and that's not going to change. He's not playing with his head down either.
He's got to be trolling. It's got to be a troll. No,
one, you've got to be one, you're trolling, or two, you're a delusional Kings fan.
Okay. Wow.
He's 19. He's not going to make his NHL debut next year.
Let
the guy develop.
Hey, let's talk about the atmosphere in the arena real quick. I know you weren't there, man, but you guys were absolutely awesome all night long.
Did any of the drum stuff fall through?
They were banging on the drums more. Like there was definitely a word put in. Mikey definitely put in a word for us. Good. But I think the Firebirds drum, they have something in the drum, like a mic or something, and it reverberates. Yeah, because our drum is not loud at all. Go watch what he did with London, 100%. Am I tripping or did the Bolduc trade age horribly with how the season ended?
Yes.
No, I would say yes. Novikov, down the stretch, and in this game especially, was exceptional.
I wasn't thinking of Novikov. I was thinking of getting Jan Yannick and losing Samuel Bolduc.
Yeah, but the thing
then
is that they lost.
Becomes a fight, and then does that player swap of Novikov and Lawrence even happen? By the way, Caleb Lawrence is going to probably come back to the Reign next year. We got to wait and see how that goes.
That's the last we see of Novikov. And quite honestly, he has done a full 180 in my head. When he first came over, I was like, this guy's a slug. And he's still a slug. That's his issue. He can't skate for nothing.
That's why he's a 7th round draft pick.
But dude, defensively and even offensively down the stretch, in that third period, he was making some plays. And I was great. Like, bro, he was great.
He is great. Take a look at the 8 teams remaining: Wilkes-Barre, Scranton, and Springfield. Cleveland and Toronto.
I'm sorry, Joe. Nobody wants to hear about the bracket, dude.
Grand Rapids in Chicago and Colorado and Coachella. I will open that series on Wednesday. Nobody cares at all.
We're mourning.
It's gonna be Colorado and Grand Rapids. Holy smokes! Grand Rapids in the Western Conference, Eastern Conference. It's gonna be Toronto and the Penguins probably, and it's probably gonna be Grand Rapids and the Penguins in the finals.
Kingston came by me, but didn't give me the drum. I broke my cowbell on the step, but I was able to keep the noise for the full game after. You did great, bro. Novikov is improving, but he's so behind the play. Yeah, he can't skate, and that's his issue. He's a slug. Going to these games for the Reign is generally heartbreaking. It was heartbreaking. And let me go back to the environment real quick. I mean, I've never been a part of a playoff overtime game in my entire life. When they were going to overtime, there was a buzz across the entire arena, and when they were going to double OT,
buzz was gone.
It was just the buzz wasn't gone, but
it was fading away.
People were tired. But the environment was so cool, dude. I mean, just being at the arena watching a hockey game for 4 hours was unbelievable. It just sucks how it ended. But hey, you guys, we asked you guys to show up. You guys showed up, dude. You guys were loud. You guys were proud. Nothing you guys can really do.
I was gonna say, we have the best fans in the AHL. You're not going to change my mind on that. And am I biased? Absolutely.
And then shifting that into Dotes, man. I mean, I know you guys couldn't see him. I probably should have taken a video of him. That dude, apparently, from what I heard, when Andre Lee scored that game-tying goal, Doughty went crazy up there. He went absolutely nuts. And in overtime, you guys should have seen him, bro. I mean, that dude was a nervous wreck. I've never seen Doughty that way ever in my life. He was a nervous wreck, and the thought, and it's probably not going to happen, but the thought of not having him back next year, it sucks, man, because you can tell he really wanted this. He really wanted, and I don't know if he's going to be back next year. How many more years can you continue to bring back Doughty?
If I'm Rich Seeley, I am bringing that man back as a coach.
He lives in Wisconsin or Wyoming.
Wyoming or Montana, it's one of those.
Montana.
Two.
He lives in Montana.
It's not Wisconsin, I know that.
I don't think he wants to be in California, bro. He's a country guy.
Okay. Well, if that's the case, then we've probably seen the last of Jacob Doty with the Reign. As much as I don't want to be the guy to say that, and I hope I get proven wrong, we've probably seen the last of him. It'll now be up to what the Ontario Reign and the Los Angeles Kings do in free agency, whether they look to bolster this team is a separate question. What they plan on doing with Slukinski and Georgie, because that too, it's going to be the same thing all over again next year. Those guys will be alternating the pipes. It just feels blatantly obvious. And I'm just seeing this right now. The Reign didn't commit a penalty tonight. That's crazy.
Dude, it was playoff hockey tonight, man. I mean, in that third period.
The Reign went 0 for 3 on the power play, which is...
That's another thing, man. They went 0 for 9 on the power play in the series.
They did not score a power play goal.
Listen.
No parade down concourse for that one.
The special teams wasn't terrible because their penalty kill was okay this series. But their power play this series, the inability to win faceoffs, and just the inability to connect passes consistently. Those three things are what cost the Reign the season, man.
Did Dote sign a 1-year or 3-year contract? I believe he signed a 1-year contract.
It was a 1-year contract. He's going to continue getting 1-year contracts unless he retires.
Yeah.
And I don't think they bring him back next year.
I don't either.
Especially now that you have like Zemer and then Lawrence is coming back. I mean, those are two guys who are Bulldogs. You don't need Doughty.
George is the Kings' favorite, so I see him getting more ice time than Hammer. It doesn't matter, Kiana. Both goalies are going to have to develop, and if one of them turns into a trade piece, well, one of them turns into a trade piece. That's the only way I can really say it.
That's not what's going to happen. What's going to happen is they're going to split time the way Portillo and Copley did this year. They're going to go back and forth. We're going to see what happens with the whole Kemper and Forsberg situation. Everything with the Reign right now in their goalie situation
is at the mercy of the Kings.
Yeah, if they trade one of Kemper or Forsberg, which they're both still under contract, Portillo is going to get a backup job. Yeah, he's going to get a backup job. If they do not trade one of them, what I've heard from inside sources is that what's going to happen is that it's going to be Portillo is going to be the starter for the Reign. And they're going to rotate George and Hampton from the ECHL and the AHL. Weird to me. Don't agree with that at all. I think that's stupid. You gotta. The Kings aren't gonna win next year. Let's just.
It's also not the first time we've seen Ken Holland do something stupid.
Why didn't the Kings send that award for the playoffs? He wasn't eligible because he signed that contract.
Yeah, he wasn't eligible. He wasn't paper transactioned by the All-Star break.
I also just don't think he was eligible because he signed that contract. He signed that NHL deal, and I think that
That's
there
right.
made him ineligible.
He did also do that. Portillo and Copley split time because Cops was the veteran to help Ports. Yeah, Portillo needs the Kings job at this point. I would like to think that he should. He should. Like next year, you trade one of Kemper and Forsberg on draft night, get a pick back for them, and get on with it. Like, I don't know what Ken Holland's going to do because Ken Holland has been one that is a mind of his own. He did pay Cody Ceci $5 million, which I still will never understand. He paid Brian Dumoulin almost $3 million. He's horrible. And that is coming from a Ducks fan who watched him play. I don't understand it. Yeah, I got it. The salary cap's going up. Kings, time to pay your younger players. I don't know if Brant Clark's gotten an extension, but it's coming.
Hey, Joey, going back to that conversation, man, if the Reign really wanted to, they could have paper transaction Brant Clark.
They could have.
Which you can't blame them for not, but it's just they could have if they wanted to, and they didn't.
Mm-hmm. Portillo needs the Kings job at this point. Yeah, I hope. I am praying that Jeff Buckley agrees with your opinion. I could see Kemper being traded. He's not happy here. Well, I mean, he just lost his starting job to Anton Forsberg.
I think that is the most likely scenario. I do not think that they're going to rotate Jordan Hampton from the ECHO to the AHL. I think that's retarded.
Ken Allen trades for Nurse's full
Can't
contract.
say that.
What is Darnell Nurse getting paid? Is it $9 million?
I have no idea.
Hold on, I'm going to pull this up real quick. Hold on. Darnell Nurse, he's getting paid 9.25 AAV. That is just ridiculous.
Imagine Clark in the AHL.
That is stupid.
Yeah, there were 3 guys who got paper transaction at the deadline. I think it was Connors because he was still up at the time.
It was Connors.
Ryder. Yo, Joe, you're muted. I don't know where you went.
Collazo may have just glitched.
No, you're good. You're good.
Oh, there we go. Now we're good.
I think it was Connors, Ryder, and Clark. And they didn't. Why would you paper transaction Clark? No reason. Why would you risk an injury at the
Yep. Okay, because Booth was still down here. That's right. Trying to play this out in my head right now. Sorry.
Trade Doughty, send up Booth, and pair him with Clark. It's interesting.
You're not trading Drew Doughty as your next captain.
Yeah.
You're not trading Drew Doughty. Drew Doughty is the next captain of the Los Angeles Kings. Whether you like it or not, it's going to be him. It is him or it is Reign legend Adrian Kempe. It's one or the other. You take your pick. I personally think it should be Doughty. He's been with the Kings for 15 years. He knows how it's supposed to be. 15 years might actually be more. I think it's 17 years now. God, dude, I'm old. That, or you give it to Adrian Kempe, who just signed a big contract. Lazy player. He's 36, 37, one of those two. So you gotta give it that for what it's worth.
Yeah, we'll see what happens with
The rant box is open, by the way, people. So if you wanna vent, this is the place to do it.
Yeah, guys, please, like we
obviously don't say anything stupid to where YouTube's gonna flag this, but if you want to vent, try to like keep it PG or something, because trust me, I want to vent with you too. Emotional decision. He plays like crap unless he's with Canada. That is and the thing is, you might not be wrong.
Can't play with
you might not be wrong. That
the Kings are going to look really different next year. Obviously, Kopitar is gone. I do think with the season Lee had with the Reign that he's going to be up. Malot's going to be gone.
Jeff Mott's contract's retiring too.
Yeah,
or is over.
That fourth line, I would bet my bottom dollar that it's going to be Lee, Hellenius, Ward, 110%. There were rumors about QB, but I don't think QB is going anywhere.
Yeah.
We'll see what they have to do in the offseason, man. They have some.
The Kings are at $91 million right now, and who is coming off the books for them?
They have some moves to make, and obviously there's a lot of talk about McDavid. Don't think that's happening. I think Austin Matthews is a bit more of a possibility for the Kings.
That is a very big possibility. Obviously, some Reign players are going to have to get shipped if that's going to happen.
But even then, that's a smoke show. You know, I
don't think so.
I don't think he's going.
I don't think it's a smoke show. You know who's a team I do think tries and goes for Austin Matthews? If Toronto somehow finds a way to mismanage their team, San Jose. Yeah, they got Selbrey and Will Smith. Dude, Austin Matthews is absolutely a possibility there. Okay, taking a look at the LA Kings contracts. Anze Kopitar, Andrei Kuzmenko is a UFA. Scott Lawton, Matthew Joseph, and Jeff Malott. All 4 of them are gone. All 5 of them are gone. Excuse me.
There's talk about Joseph returning. I don't think that's smart. I think you just call up Lee. And Lee played good with the Kings when he was up there. And in my opinion, I think he came back down to the Reign because I think the Kings actually did want the Kings always want the Reign to get into Calder Cup playoffs.
And then defensively, Jacob Overare is gone. He's 27 years old, by the way.
That's crazy.
That is wild. And Brent Clarkson RFA contract, big boy contract is coming for him. He's getting a payday. And Drew Doughty's getting paid $11 million next year. So his contract's going to come off the books after 26-27 season. And then goaltenders, Phoenix Copley's a UFA. If we take a look at the non-roster forwards, Glenn Gaudin, Logan Brown, Jan Yannick, Group 6, Nikita Alexandrov, Group 6, which means you were traded, AHL traded. And then RFAs, Martin Kromiak, Atu Yamson, Francesco Pinelli out of the forwards. Defensively, Kyle Burrows is gone. He's the only one. Henry Brustevich has signed his ELC. And then goaltending-wise, everybody's under contract, except for Eric Portillo. Eric Portillo's an RFA in 2027.
Yeah, he'll get a contract. I think Pinelli and Kromiak for sure return, or I don't even know about Kromiak actually, but I think Pinelli returns. I think they're still high on Pinelli.
And this doesn't take away from the fact that the Kings have people like Brendan McMorrow, Jan Hovan, James Reeder, Ryan Conmey, Petteri Rimpinen, who's gonna be a goaltender. Man, the Kings are gonna have some. They're gonna have some thoughts and stuff to do when it comes to the goaltending department.
I think QB is not as good as he hoped, and he can go. Is he good? Yes, but not enough. I think he's a good, top 6 player, but he can't be like the superstar of a team, if that makes sense. Like, I think if he's available, you guys go out and get Trocheck 110%. I think Trocheck would be a great fit for you guys.
QB is not as good as they had hoped he can go. He's not second overall pick good.
My only gripes were the faceoffs, board battles, and line changes every time they get the puck into the offensive zone. Easter Guy and Hughes were fantastic, though. They played with so much heart while playing smart. I'm excited to see them get more playing time next season. Hughes, this was kind of his coming out party this season.
Yeah. Kent Iso guy turned it up in the playoffs. That man earned himself another contract because I'm pretty sure he was on a one-year AHL contract this year.
Yeah. Iso Guy was good.
Earned himself another contract.
Iso Guy was good, and then it's like you said, Hughes is going to be probably in the top 6 next year. When you think about Jack Hughes in his rookie season, you're going to think that, he wasn't all of that and whatnot, but then you really think of his postseason, and he's one of the best players on the ice, and he was, again, excellent today. Excellent.
Yeah. And then has there been any updates on Kyle Burrows' conditions? No, but it does not matter because he's not coming back.
I cannot believe that what happened to him, and he just disappeared, dude. I did not think that was going to happen to him.
I mean, my guess, I'm guessing here, it was a contact injury with his leg. Probably he either broke a bone or he tore his ACL.
He did something.
Or he could have smashed his ankle too.
Dude, he did something really bad because I don't even see him around the team.
That was also the game that Andre Lee got a game misconduct for leaving the bench. You remember that game? December 21st, something like that?
Dude, well, I think that game came after the game, or I could be mistaken, but that game came after something where
after Cole Gutman giving the old face punch to, I forget who it was. Paul White? I don't remember exactly.
So that game came after a game where we were complaining about the refs, and that happened as I walked into the arena, and then I was like, bro, what's going on here?
And then next thing you know, Andre Lee's in the rafters.
Hey.
In the 300s.
The refs swallowed their whistle, but they almost became a part of the story today because there was a play where Lee got taken down, and I thought for sure it was going to be a penalty, but they were letting them play. I'm like, okay, that's fine. And then there was an icing call where Coco came out of his net and touched the puck behind the net, and then they blew it down for icing. And everybody in the arena was like, yo, don't do this right now.
Yeah. I mean, the refs kind of just became a non-factor to second overtime hit.
Oh, 100%.
Obviously. Quentin Musty. That's who it was.
Yeah.
Correct. Yeah. Now I remember it. Yeah.
Oh, man, dude. What a season it was, dude. What a season it was, man.
43 episodes later, here we are.
Dude, this loss hurts. I think it's the worst way to lose.
This loss hurts because we know this team deserved better.
It's not even the fact that they deserve better. I mean, maybe they didn't deserve better with the way they played in Game 4 and whatnot. But the thing is about this team is that if you're a fan and you watch a team break records and it's the career or franchise high in points, franchise high in wins, this is the best team that Ontario has seen ever. And to get bounced in your round one, that's such a bitter feeling, man. I mean, that's such a bitter feeling, and especially for the Firebirds, dude.
Yeah,
now they got 2 on us.
They do have 2 on us. Well, let's just say that Kings Oilers thing, it's starting to become the Reign the Firebirds again. There's a lot that you could say about that. Yeah, that is it. This season is over. I'll post something on social media within the coming days or so on how you want us to do content the rest of the year. I don't honestly think we're going to do anything for the AHL Pacific Division Final, Western Conference Final, or whatever it might be. There could be potential interviews we have down the line. I'm wrapping up my semester here. I've got decisions to make. Collazo's got decisions to make. What I'm basically saying, not trying to be this somber person here, but we've got a whole life ahead of us right now that we've got to figure out over the next few months.
Yeah,
There's a lot that's going to happen.
Yeah,
we don't know what our jobs are going to look like. We don't know what our life is going to look like 5 months from now.
Yeah, it really made this loss all the more gut-wrenching because just like you said, you got decisions to make. I'm 20, you're 20. I turn 21 in a few weeks.
Celebratory.
And like
I'm not of age.
I'm coaching high school baseball next year during the season. So I don't know.
Live stream of opening day of free agency. A July 1st.
So yeah, so I don't know what that's all gonna look like. You don't know what your life is gonna look like. We don't know if we're ever gonna be back here again next season. So we'll see what happens.
We gotta see what happens.
Yeah, we'll keep you guys in the loop.
We'll see what happens. This podcast can become a social media thing, like how LAK Daily and everybody else kind of exists. It could become a social media thing for the Reign. Like, as of right now, my plans are not to go away from this podcast or this brand. We'll say that.
It was much more of a sure thing that we were going to be back last year than it is going into
this year.
Yeah. Mike, you said y'all did a great job. My flag fell again. You all did a great job giving the fans a great look at the Reign. I'm gutted right now. Shout out to all the fans that brought it all season long. Yeah, man. I mean, the fans.
Shout out to everybody. Season ticket holders, Reign Unlimited members, everybody that made drives through traffic, through rain, through snow, through night, through whatever it is, just to watch these guys take the ice. I don't know if the Reign people will ever tell it to you, but we'll say it. We're forever in debt. And we thank you guys for continuously coming out to support this team. We're not even associated with the Reign. We're going to say that.
Yeah. I mean, it's awesome. You guys were great all season long. You guys were awesome all season. Thank you. We appreciate it, man. We really do. Special shout out to Dylan, heart of a lion, that makes everyone smile at Arena. Love you, bud. Dylan's a dog, man. He's a dog.
Section 122, stand up.
Yeah, man. Before we wrap this up, and I don't want to speak for Joe, and I'll let him say what he's got to say. But
go ahead.
Throughout this season, man, I mean, you guys, we got shown a lot of support this season, like a lot more than last year. And we thank you guys so much. You guys were awesome, coming up to us, taking pictures with us, asking us about the podcast, talking to us about the podcast. You guys had us. You guys were the engine for us and going all the way. Doing live streams. You guys were truly awesome. You guys are the best. Now we're understanding when every single content creator or stuff say that we have the best community or the best fans in the world. You guys truly were the best to us.
We do understand it.
Small but mighty, and we are forever so grateful for all of you guys who watched all season long, who showed support. I mean,
Yep.
I really do love you guys. You guys really are the best.
The nitty gritty and the heart of the Inland Empire coming together 30. Well, I got to count the playoffs now. 39 times this year. 40 if you want to count the Empire Classic. 41 if you want to count the preseason. Coming together 41 times just to root for these guys night in and night out, man. It's unreal. For the people that traveled to Bakersfield, to San Diego, you know who you are, to Texas or Iowa or Tucson.
Yeah.
To Loveland, to Henderson, wherever you may have gone, just to support the guys in the black and silver is unreal. Great for y'all. Y'all are awesome. I mean, this is the conclusion of the entire LA Kings organization. It's a lot of time now for the Kings to step back, and the Reign too, because there will be decisions that need to be made for who stays, who goes. There's going to be a number of things that's got to come forward. And unfortunately, we wanted the euphoria to take over, so we didn't have to think about that yet. But unfortunately, it is now at our heels, and it's going to have to be answered because the water's rising, and it's rising quickly.
It did for a little bit.
The euphoria stayed, then it went. God. Now it's back. Now it's gone.
That league goal was unbelievable, man. I mean, that was incredible. Proud
Pups!
That was my favorite Reign moment of all time. I mean, if this is it for me as media doing this podcast, I mean, if this is it for me doing really what was my dream job growing up, right? And I got the privilege to do it at 18. Now I'm 20. To have that as my lasting, like, that's what I'm gonna think about when I think of this job, bro. Just the Reign just coming at the Firebirds, and then Lee finally breaking through to tie the game, and everybody in the press box broke rule number 1, which is to be professional. Cheer. Everybody went freaking nuts up there, hugging each other, jumping up and down. The entire arena went nuts.
Yep.
That is the lasting memory that I have. So be it, man, because that was awesome.
Yeah. The ref that got hit in the groin, was that before or after the bogus icing call, Collazo?
I don't even know what she's talking about, to be honest. I didn't really see that.
I didn't watch that part either.
I was passed out screaming when Lee scored. Dude. I wish you were there, Joe. I mean, it really sucks that,
dog,
you know.
I had my phone in my back pocket. You want
to get in trouble, bro.
I didn't even get the Reign notification. I got your tweet. And I don't even know. I was spamming emotes behind in an area where the camera cannot see me. I was spamming emotes.
Dude, it was nuts, bro. Dude, because it was one of those goals, Joe, where they just kept coming. And it's like they're going to break through at some point. They just got to get it. And so it was like, it was that build up, and then he scored, and then it just exploded. Everybody went crazy, bro.
Good.
Again, if that's my lasting moment, if that's my little swan song or whatever during this job, I'm more than happy with that. It ended sourly, but
yeah, certainly. Well, we've set a record for an hour and 13-minute stream.
We got 22 people in here, bro. Thank you guys all so much. Hit the like button and subscribe.
Thank you all, you guys, for being up at 12:43 in the morning.
Yeah, you guys are awesome, bro. I mean, this is crazy. I would have never thought that us doing live streams that we would have 20 people at 12:43 in the morning. I was hoping that we would have 5, 4 at one time, 20.
Yeah.
After the Reign get bounced.
It is crazy.
You guys are great.
Yeah. If there's any Firebirds fans in here, good luck. Go beat Colorado. Go as far as you can.
Oh, I'm disgusted at the thought of that, bro.
I know you're disgusted at the thought of it, but it needs to be stated. Go do your guys' thing. There's definitely the firepower to go win. I mean, is goaltending going to be suspect? Absolutely. But Nikkei Coco can get hot at any time. We'll just put it that way. For you guys Reign fans, for the 3rd season in a row, keep your head up. I don't know how else you want me to say it. This team, this team once again. Where can we watch you play baseball this summer, Joe, to cheer you on? I have no idea.
Well, do you want to say what you did today? Because I haven't seen it yet, but I'm about to watch it right now after we hop off.
Go to ESPN Plus. If you guys have ESPN Plus, go check out Cal State Bakersfield against UC San Diego. I was on the broadcast for 2.5 innings, third, fourth, and the top of the fifth inning. Did a little bit of play-by-play. And I think that was kind of the only thing that kind of wiped away the sourness of this loss, because we, for the first time in 3 seasons, Cal State Bakersfield won on a walk-off home run. So, and mind you, Devin Wilkes, you better be watching this. No doubter, that ball is still in orbit. I would not be surprised if it was 115 off the bat.
Yeah.
First ball I've ever seen hit in a game. Where can you watch me play baseball this summer? I know I've already said something. Mikey, I'll let you know. I'll just leave it at that. I don't know right now.
Hopefully nowhere, bro. We can go to New York this summer.
Oh. Yeah. We'll see what happens.
All right, man. Is this the last time I'm going to be in front of a camera talking, bro? That's kind of sad.
Well, at least
we'll have some more videos. We have to.
For a while. For at least a few days or so. I'm going to have to take a social media detox after all that we have been through this season. I might delete Instagram for a few days. Just to be blatantly honest.
Hopefully I sacrifice the rain for a Yankees World Series. There was a thought in my head when we were in double OT. I told myself, I'm like, dude, I don't know if I would sacrifice a Yankees World Series for this. Like, I wanted to win that game that bad. Oh my gosh.
Bro. Who knows? Maybe I'll be working for Mayor's Manor next year. You never know.
Never know.
You have anything else?
Julia, special thanks to Julia, bro. You were awesome.
Yeah, sorry. No, we're not done yet. Obviously Julia's not watching this. For the people here in the chat, Julia lives on the East Coast.
Yeah.
She has a 3-hour time difference, and these podcasts that we've done all season long, she continues to edit them for us, continues to make the glorious and wonderful thumbnails that you guys see outside of episodes 27 and 28. That was me actually trying to get creative on Canva for once. But she has legit been the rock of the Make It Rain podcast this season.
100%.
Julia, if you are listening to this, thank you very much. And I'm sure the Rain fans that watch these episodes weekly thank you just as much as we do.
Let's get a W.
You're separated 3 hours from us and you're still bouncing a job and still pumping out content for us. Unbelievable.
Let's get a W, Julia, in the chat if you guys can. And listen, it was like...
I'll join y'all on that one.
I think it was like 11 p.m. for her when I texted her because I forgot that I was like, dude, the Rain might actually lose. It never crossed my mind that the Rain were going to lose today. It never did. And so when they were down 2-1 in the third period, I texted her, and it was like 8 o'clock. It was 11 for her. And I'm like, Julia, I'm so sorry. The Rain might lose this game. Can you please, I just need a thumbnail real quick. Like Rain eliminated or something. And she responded in 5 seconds. She said, I got you. And she sent it over in 5 minutes. I mean, that is the kind of producer, editor that she was. She helped us with the audio for the stream. She helped us with the OBS for the streams.
Yep.
She was the rock, dude. I mean, she was unbelievable this year.
Yeah. I don't think that was her.
I cannot believe we're not playing next week.
We can sit and be mad about it all we want, but all we can do is sit, watch, and think what would have happened if it went differently.
Alrighty.
That is all we can do. All right.
Love y'all.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching season 2, episode 43 of the Make It Rain podcast. Thank you for listening to us all season long. We greatly appreciate you guys more than you'll ever know. Thank you very much for watching. We'll see you guys soon. I don't know when it will be, but we'll see you at some point. I don't know. Could be just me. Could be just him. Could could be both of us, could be completely different people. You never know.
Keep you on your toes.
Keep you on your toes.
Peace out, guys.
Until then, God bless. Have a wonderful offseason. We'll talk to you guys soon.
Thank you, guys.
Peace.